Hey, hello and a very warm welcome everybody, it's me Spuds and here we are back in Hexagiggle, our 16GB city. Loving how this area come out last week. Now it has actually given us a little bit of a headache actually, because we've kinda, if I zoom out a bit, we've kind of left ourselves this big gap in the city that, yeah, obviously we're gonna need to fill next. But we need to do a lot of blending here because we've got quite a Miami feel over this side, and then we've basically got like 2 city blocks, and we've got to get over and blend into, you know, Salzburg over here and, you know, Paris or whatever it is, you know, very European looking stuff. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit tricky. I'm thinking the way we're going to do that is use the new content creator pack, the Brooklands and Queens pack. We'll move some of these blocks around that we've got here and blend it with some of the Brooklands and Queens stuff. But there's a couple other things we need to get in. We need to move these schools across here and make a proper school out of them. But the other major thing the city hasn't got yet is a main hospital. So yeah, I'm going to use this space here where I'm kind of ringing at the minute to get a big city hospital in here. I'll see some Brooklands and Queens stuff around the edge of that to fill out. And then we need to start looking at how we push up against the side of the highway here and stuff. And then just for fun, I thought we'd also take a little look at the CS2 treasure hunt, and I'll show you how to solve that. Right, with that, let's jump in and I should be back in a few moments. Right, okay, so we're back, and yeah, gotta say, pretty happy with how this has come out. Our chief headache of blending what we've got over here with, you know, touristy Miami, modern designer lookery, over through Queens, Brooklyn. Brooklands. that's a racetrack in the UK, by the way. Brooklyn, I meant. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. That blends rather smoothly, I think. Did have 1 or 2 headaches with the keyway. I'll show you them in a second. We make compromises every now and again, don't we? Don't let perfect be the enemy of very good. So what do we basically put in? We decorated around these couple of buildings that were already here and given a nice bit of gardening. Nothing too extravagant, just some decals, bits of furniture, a couple of bits of planting. Keep it tasteful, you know. The schools, we moved down from over this way to here, and again we did some, you know, appropriate detail on a football pitch, a couple of tennis courts, and some stuff for the younger kids outside the elementary one. A few more designer shops in front of the hospital here. And what we also did was we used repaint to recolour that front row of all the Queens and Brooklyn housing to make that blend with all of this in front of it, and still with everything behind it because it's the same architecture. Make it look like it's started that gentrification process. So yeah, quite happy with how that looks. And then the main hospital itself, it's kind of modular, so we've got like these 3 things here, and this is actually 2 of the same thing repeated, all in different bits that kind of come from the same pack. It's the CHS hospital pack. It's kind of high on the Steam charts at the minute, so yeah. But it comes with these lovely kind of bridge pieces that you can use to connect the various buildings and what have you. I really like them. And then obviously being a hospital, we've surrounded it with like lots of parking and stuff, and a metro station out the front. That's one of the things that we had to compromise with, because we had to lower that a little bit, which has made us dip this road a little bit, because it's a set height that the tunnel from a metro station comes out at, so it runs right under this park, and it was deforming the land here horribly. So yeah, we went with that as the compromise there. And again, we've carried the red pinstriping across with the white picket fence, kind of to coordinate stuff. And then we've included a couple of bits off the treasure hunt. Now, not all of it we're going to leave in this city. I'll drop a couple of other bits in a minute and show you how we solved the treasure hunt. So yeah, we added this one, which is kind of a teleport thing. So that's just an exit to the city, so people are walking out of there and teleporting into the future and going into CS2, as it were. And then we've just used Bob on it to switch out the hedgerow for the flame trees. Kind of keep that red and white motif that we've got running through with the fencing and the networks and what have you. And again, with the dark red trees on that road, following the same kind of colour motif. And again, doing the same here with the Creators Library. Really nice asset that. And again, we just used Bob on it to switch out the trees and the planting on the inside. Added a few more lights and stuff for it for the night. And again, we've added lights on the key, as you can see, the little blue dots and what have you. We will get to see that in the cinematics, obviously. And over this side, I tried to make use of some of the space underneath the highway here with a couple of sports facilities. These waste transfer and recycling, we've actually moved from over here and changed the crematorium that was here for a church and the working graveyards, and the recycling and that was here, so we've moved that over there because yeah, that just looks better on the seafront, doesn't it? We're yet to detail around here and decide what we're going to do with this area as yet. Right. So yeah, the solution for the treasure hunt. Let's come over here. If I pop onto the cinematic mode, we come into unique buildings, and this tab here. Now we've got a new tab here. As you can see, yeah, we've placed 2 of them down already. Now these 2 I'm not going to leave in my city for fairly obvious reasons once you see them. Oh dear. No reference. Not good. I mean, look at the size of that thing. It's bigger than the big university building. You know? Ridiculous. And then there's this one, which we're also not going to leave in our city. Which we'll get to in a second as why. Now, to actually solve the puzzle, and shout out to Teddy Radko for this, because he was the one that first posted the solution. If we take a look at this one, it says after sunset there is a hint of a new dawn. So that's telling us we should take a look at this at night. But just before we do, if we do take a look at it during the daytime, as you can see, there's a bunch of letters and different things on it. The different things, don't worry about, it's only the letters that matter. That's a very basic anagram. And I'll show you what that anagram is in a minute. Now, as it says, let's take this and have a look at it at night time. Now, this might not work, things being what they are with City Skylines. And now, there we go, we have, as you can see, yeah, see how it's revealed the QR code? Now, if you follow that QR code, it takes you to this website, which basically tells you you've got to do another thing, which is decipher the code. Now, that code is the anagram of those letters we just looked at. You then click on that link to redeem it. Now, if you don't want to see what the anagram is, look away now. If you do, it's that. Okay, and I'm going to delete that now. Okay, there you go. Simple as you like. Once you put that in, hit redeem, you get a thing that comes up and says you've successfully redeemed your code for City Skylines 2 and been rewarded with Friends of Chirper, whatever the heck that is. I presume it'll be something like this plaza or something that you can drop in your city when you get your CS2. Anyway, let's get rid of them. Don't need them anymore, do we? Let's go back to daytime, shall we? There we go. And I know that one's a bit sci-fi, but it's reasonably tasteful, so yeah, we'll leave that in the city along with the other one. Right, that just leaves me to do the proverbial of thanking you all for watching. To remind you to do all that good stuff of like, comment, subscribe and what have you. Really does help a video perform well. And I shall wish you all the best and enjoy the cinematics, and I shall see you all for the next episode.